My name's Michelle. I'm a local realtor in the greater Seattle area, Pacific Northwest, in the beautiful state of Washington. If we haven't met, welcome. Whether you are a buyer considering selling or maybe you're going to be relocating to Washington State, you've come to the right place. Today we're going to go over the numbers that were released from the Northwest MLS so we can really see what the housing trends are doing, where prices are, and how many houses are actually available. Make sure to stay to the very end, as I will have a couple tips for sellers and buyers during this market. Also, I'm at home, so if you see my dog walking around, his name's Tico, and he is a Great Pyrenees, so maybe you can spot him in the background moving around once in a while. I think he's in the shot right now. We're going to look at King County and Snohomish County, and then we're going to do a deeper dive into different cities within Snohomish County. If there's a city that I do not cover and you would like addressed at a later time, or you have questions as to what your actual city or maybe neighborhood market's like, make sure you connect with me and I'd love to explain what those numbers look like. Let's get into King County. Overall, for the median residential home in King County, the median price was $998,450. King County residents saw an increase of 18.9% over last year at this time. That is a huge increase. The MLS pulls their data at the end of the month. So any homes that were still available by April 30th are included in this count. The median price for condos in King County was $530,000. And that's an increase of 15.2% over last year. Available homes that were not under contract by the time frame of April 30th, 2022 was a total of 1,644 homes. And there were 554 condos available on the market at that time frame. The amount of homes for sale has actually increased in King County over last year by 8.9%. And there were fewer condos available in King County comparatively speaking to last year by 37.5%. If you've heard the term days on market, which you probably have, it just means once the house is listed and available for sale until it receives a contract is the duration of days on market. The median days on market for both residential and condos in Seattle area is just 5 days. Homeowners in King County have been receiving a 10% over their asking price. And condo owners have also been seeing an increase over their asking price of 4%. So let's look at that above asking in a little bit further depth, just so it kind of sinks in. So let's say you own a house in Seattle and you put it on the market for $800,000. On average, most homeowners receive about $80,000 over that asking price. That is a huge amount of money. Now, not every single homeowner is going to receive that, so keep that in mind. And with interest rates rising, that will definitely be an interesting thing to see how that plays out. All right, let's move into Snohomish County. Snohomish County as a whole, for the residential side, the median home price was $830,500. The median home price of $830,500 is an increase of 24.5% over what people received for their homes last year at this time. That 24.5% increase of the median house price range in Snohomish County, last year the median home prices were $667,000. Snohomish County also has been receiving above asking. That percentage is 9.3% over asking price for sold homes. It is a little bit lower than what King County is experiencing, and also Snohomish County's inventory is quite a bit lower than what is available on the market right now versus King County. There were 735 homes available in all of Snohomish County for sale. And as for condos, there were 101 condos available for sale during that same time period, with a median price of $535,000. And the median condo price in Snohomish County has increased over last year by 24.4%. The market is still moving fast. For residential homes, the median days on market were just 5, And for condos, it's a little bit quicker at just 4 days. So now that we discussed the counties overall as a whole, I'm going to go over a few cities within Snohomish County so you can get a feel as to how the different cities are moving. Edmonds residents had a median home price of $975,000, which is an increase of 10% over last year. There were just 26 homes available for sale that were not under contract, and the inventory amount has decreased by 38% over last year. Edmonds residents are still seeing an increase over their asking price at about 10% over asking. Median price for a condo in Edmonds was $507,500, an increase of 11.5% over last year. And there were just 7 condos available for sale in the month of April that weren't under contract. That's down about 65% over last year. The average days on market for both residential and condos is just 5 days on market. Homeowners in the city of Linwood saw a huge increase in their home value. The median price for a home in Linwood is $922,500, which saw an increase of 26.4% in the median house price. Last April, the median home price in Linwood was $730,000. There were just 68 homes for sale not under contract in Linwood. Median price for a condo in Linwood is $673,550. This is an increase of 61.3% over last year. The days on market for residential homes in Linwood is just 5, and condos are seeing just 4 days on market. Moving on to the city of Mill Creek. The city of Mill Creek has a median price for residential homes of $1,150,000. This is an increase over last year by 14%. Median price for a condo in Mill Creek is $509,000, which is a small increase over last year by 1.8%. The amount of condos for sale on the market that were not under contract in the month of April was just 8, whereas there were 19 homes available for sale. Mill Creek is also experiencing just 4 days on market for both residential and condos. Median over asking for residential is 16%. Condos is at 14.2% increase. Let's talk about Snohomish County's largest city, Everett. Everett's residential median house price is $740,000, an increase of 22% over last year. Everett had just 88 homes available for sale in the month of April that were not under contract, and we're also experiencing a 5 days on average. Homeowners in Everett also received roughly a 10% increase over their asking price. The median price for condos in Everett is $396,500. Condos showed an increase of 13.3% over last year's median prices, and condo owners received approximately a 10% over asking price as well. There were 33 condos available for sale that were not under contract, and the average condo is available for approximately 5 days as well before it goes under contract. You can expect a median price of $680,000 in the city of Marysville. That number has gone up by almost 26% over last year. There were 69 homes available on the market in the month of April that were not under contract, and homes are typically available just 5 days after being listed. The median price for a condo in the city of Marysville is $526,000, which is an increase of 29% over last year. There were just 4 condos for sale in the month of April of 2022. Okay, let's get into Lake Stevens. For residential homes in Lake Stevens, the median home now is $775,000, increase of 23.5% over last year this time. There were just 60 homes available in the month of April, with the average days on market coming in at just 4. Lake Stevens is showing an 8.4% over asking price for residential homes. The median price for a condo in Lake Stevens is $632,500, which has had an increase over last year by 15%. There were 2 condos available during this time period, the average days on market at being just 4. Monroe residents have a median house price of $859,649. That's an increase of 27.4%. There were just 48 homes available during the month of April that were not under contract, and the median days on market is just 6 days. It does take a little bit longer in Monroe, but the prices have gone up significantly. Monroe residents are experiencing a 9.6% over asking price. Condos are a bit more affordable in Monroe, coming in with the median price of $388,000. Also an increase over last year by 13.5%. I hate to say this, but there were actually 0 condos available in the city of Monroe during the month of April that were not under contract. And when you actually do find a condo available in Monroe, you can expect about a 10% over asking price for those condos. And last but not least is the city of Snohomish. Median residential home price for the city of Snohomish is $1,094,500. It's an increase of 39.2% over last year's home prices. There were just 68 homes available on the market in Snohomish, with the average days on market of just 5. Median sold price over list price is about 10%, which is an increase over last year by 3%. Condos in the city of Snohomish were coming in at the median price of $700,000, which is a huge increase over last year by 63%. There were just 4 condos available in the month of April that were not under contract, and they also experienced a 4 days average on market as well. With housing prices still on the rise, there are a few things that you should be aware of as both a buyer and a seller. Buyers, you need to make sure that you are in constant communication with your lender. If you have a pre-approval letter from your lender, you might want to contact your lender to see how current rates are affecting your buying power. If it's been months since you've been pre-approved, your buying power is most likely decreased. Fortunately, we don't have any sort of prediction as to how far the interest rates are going to increase. So you want to make sure that you do have that great communication with your lender so you're always aware of what your buying power is. This is why it's really important to have a strong team behind you in your home search. You want to make sure that your real estate agent has a good rapport with your lender as well, and that your lender is a person who is easily accessible, gets back to you, and gives you updates on any concerns that you might have. If you need help in getting your own team started, let me know and I would love to connect and give you some suggestions. Tip for sellers. Sellers, please maintain your home. Make sure that your house shines. Buyers have had a hard time. Inventory has been low and competition has been fierce. Some buyers have been looking for almost a year. It just depends on each situation, what they have to work with. So please be kind. Try and get that nagging to-do list done. Make sure that your house is clean and try and present it in its best way possible. I have a perfect example of a house that probably last year at the peak would have sold just like that. But now with the interest rates increasing, the pool of buyers decreasing, this house has been sitting on the market for 24 days, which is kind of unheard of. But I know what is going on with this house. This house has been beautifully maintained. I'm not going to say what area, I won't say what price range, but let's say that there are some colorful walls within the interior of this house. Buyers have a hard time seeing past paint. I know it's hard to believe that people might not like beautiful yellow walls, or maybe you have purple or blues or something like that that are just an interesting shade. But buyers have a hard time seeing past the neutral palette. So if you have the time and money, paint doesn't really cost that much and it's just a little bit of effort. Maybe you should return the rooms back to neutral colors. It just makes moving in for buyers that much easier, and they don't have to see past paint colors. So just try and keep that in mind. The market is changing. There's going to be more competition on the market with houses for sale, and with the increase of interest, it's going to make selling houses maybe a little bit more challenging than last year. Also, make sure that you work with your real estate agent. Whatever amount you and your agent decide on, make sure that you're going to be happy if you only receive one offer and that's the offer that you receive as asking price. I always say to my clients, Whatever price that we put your house on the market for, make sure that you are totally comfortable with that number, because it could be the one and only offer that you get is at asking price. And what if it were the only offer you were to receive? Would you be happy with it? Those are the things that you need to be thinking of before selling your house. Those are my tips and tricks for buyers and sellers right now in this interesting market. It'll be interesting to see what interest rates are going to be doing. If you're considering buying, selling, or relocating to the greater Seattle area, make sure to reach out to me. I would love to connect with you and to see how I can help guide you through this journey and see how we can work together as a team. If you'd like to learn more about Snohomish County and explore some more cities within Snohomish County as alternative living to downtown Seattle, make sure you check out some of my other videos. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you're alerted on every Thursday when new videos like this come out. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and until the next video, make sure to connect, and together we'll figure out what's your next move.